Hey everybody, this is Andrew Lee, the health insurance guy, and I just wanted to make a quick video about open enrollment. So I've been sort of lacking on making videos as of recent because guess what? It's open enrollment right now, and for us agents, it's basically our tax season. Our Super Bowl. When we're the most busiest because this is the period where people who are under 65 on Affordable Care Act plans or people who are on Medicare can switch their plans or enroll into a new plan during this time. So let me just quickly break down what goes on during this period. So if you're not off, let me start with under 65 people. So if you're not offered employer coverage through work, or if you don't have, if you're self-employed, or if you don't have um, any type of coverage outside of what you can get as an individual. So if that's Cobra for you, whatever the case is, unemployment, then you're eligible to enroll into a Affordable Care Act plan, which is going to be generally a subsidized policy. So basically, a subsidy is going to be broken down by how much you make per year, and that's the projected income for the full calendar year, the household size of your family that's taxable, your location or your zip code, and ages of everybody in the household. So that's what's going to dictate your rates and how much of a subsidy you can get for any of these marketplace plans or any of these Affordable Care Act subsidized policies. So a lot of people do enjoy subsidies because they do qualify, for these subsidies. So during this time of open enrollment, which is November 1st to January 31st, you can make changes to your plan. You can, enroll into a plan if you've just gotten off of an employer coverage, or, you were just didn't have insurance at all, and all of a sudden, life happened and you needed to get some kind of coverage. Now is the time to do it, right? And of course, reach out to an assister, right? An agent that can walk you through all this, because guess what? We don't charge anything for this, right? We're basically your advocates, and then what we do is we're looking at the same screen together essentially, and we're making sure that we customize a policy that your doctors are going to take, and then your medications aren't going to be too crazy, and everything in between, the copays aren't going to be so large, aren't going to be so expensive. So that's our job as a broker, and of course to sort of walk you through how subsidies work, how it goes with your taxes, and the pros and cons of putting your income at a certain amount. Of course, that is what we do, as agents, as assisters. Now, just to go in a little bit more on subsidies, it's all based off of your yearly income. That's going to be the full calendar year, the projected income. So I get that you can't predict the future, right? We're not psychic. You can win the lottery, late November, anything can happen, right? Or you can lose your job and your income goes down. So the higher your income, the higher the rates are going to be, obviously, right? The lower the income, the lower your rates. So if you end up owing back, let's say you projected your income lower than you thought you were going to make, and of course it wasn't on purpose, like you were fudging the income or anything like that. If you made more than what was on the actual application, then you do owe back the difference in the premium, of what the amount was for your income. So that's how they justify subsidies, right? Now, moving on to Medicare open enrollment. So this is actually, in my opinion, more important because Medicare rules for enrollment. It's a little more strict, in my opinion, that I would say, and there's generally a shorter window. It's from October 15th to December 7th to enroll, and this is for anybody that needs to switch a Medicare Advantage plan, aka a Part C, or a prescription drug plan, Part D, for people who are on, let's say, a Medicare supplement plan, like your Plan Gs. Generally you'll have a separate prescription drug plan. Now, you can only change these plans, in certain periods of times. So right now is one of them, right? Open enrollment. So if your medications have gone up, right? Every carrier has, their own discretion on how much they want to charge for their premiums, then of course you want to triple check to see that your premium and your medications haven't skyrocketed, right? And also, if you're on a Medicare Advantage plan, you want to make sure that that plan is still available in 2024, because a lot of plans do change, and I do see it pretty often, right? I do see it pretty often. Now, the plans can change, the doctors can leave your network. So your doctor that you love going to can all of a sudden stop working with a certain carrier. So this is, now time for us to, put our heads together and find you a policy that's going to be customized and that is going to be comfortable for you to use. So you don't get you don't get blindsided by, sticker shocks of your premium or your medication or your copays just being out of control all of a sudden, and you thought it was going to be, a lower amount, right? So you always want to triple check every open enrollment or annual election period for seniors to make sure that you're on the right plan and that you're enjoying, if you're under 65, your full subsidies, or if you're a senior, you're enjoying your new plan, or maybe a lower out-of-pocket maximum and more benefits with over-the-counter drugs and dental and groceries and things like that, utilities. There's a lot of perks now with Medicare Advantage plans that everybody should at the very least take a look at. If you're a supplement person, great. At the very least, take a look at your prescription drug plan. So I just wanted to hop in and do a quick video about open enrollment and what all the fuss is about. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at 323-844-8471, or you can even email me at andrew@healthmutualnetwork.com, and I'd be more than happy to walk you through your options. Thank you.